What's cracking, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. New video. Breaking news. Breaking news. I was just kicking back and I received a phone call. And the news was that Larry Hoover, the legendary former gang leader, gang member from Chicago, was being released. I was busy doing something else when I received the call, and while I was talking to the person, I said, well, hold on a minute. Let me look at something. I pulled it up, and it turns out that Donald Trump commuted his sentence. Larry Hoover was originally imprisoned for a 1973 murder, and then later was convicted in 1998 for operating a criminal enterprise. I wrote it down right here. I have some notes. And in recent years, he has renounced his criminal activities. For those of you that know, those of you in Chicago, this is big. I don't know how it's going to be accepted all across Chicago. For those of you outside, or those of us outside of Chicago, who aren't really aware, and I'm not, I've heard the name, I've heard who he's, was affiliated with. But Larry Hoover is a humongous, enormous name in Chicago, in the lore of Chicago. And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe he's the last, I don't want to say the last of his breed. I don't want to say it that way, but the last of his ilk. Those old gangsters, those old black gangsters from Chicago who formed and set in motion what is currently tearing up the streets of Chicago, the black communities of Chicago. I know there's another one that I recently saw. I don't remember if he's from the same neighborhood as Larry Hoover, but I just wanted to say congratulations to the Hoover family. I know that you guys have been fighting for a very long time to bring Larry Hoover Sr. home. He's now home. I'm interested to see what Larry Hoover's life experiences and voice can do for the streets of Chicago, for the youth of Chicago, for the black communities of Chicago. I know that it's going to be overwhelming initially because, I did 24 years. I did a little over 24 years. And when I got out, I hit the ground running. I didn't have media outlets and producers and whoever else wanting a piece of me, some of my time, my story, some quotes from me. And that's what Larry Hoover's going to have to deal with. This is someone that his words are going to matter. And his words are going to be very powerful. He knows that because his words have been powerful for the majority of his life. I would think that Larry Hoover is going to see Chicago and feel an obligation to try to right some wrongs. Because a lot of us that did a lot of time, that's what we want to do. There's a lot of people that want to be stuck on the old us. And if we're not still willing to go kill you over nothing, then we're not cool guys. When it's actually the opposite. A friend of mine is a friend of the Hoover family, and he's the one that called me. I've been invited in the past to attend stuff with this friend of mine in Chicago with the Hoover family. I can't imagine what it must feel like, though, after that many years incarcerated and having all the people, all the offers that are going to come his way, all of the added stuff. Being pardoned, he doesn't have to deal with probation or parole. And shout out to Trump. He doesn't get enough credit for stuff like this. And there's going to be people, oh, you ruined the video. That's fine if you think that, man. But this video, if you clicked on this video, it's because you're happy for Larry Hoover's release. So focus on that. Understand that Larry Hoover could have been pardoned by the last administration and wasn't. It wasn't even a thought. I feel like some good things are going to come out of this. And we're going to have to stay tuned. I don't know how old Larry Hoover is, but I know he can't be too young. I would assume he's in his 70s. I would assume he's in pretty good health. And so hopefully he has at least 20 more years on this earth to make a bigger impact and a better impact than he did when he was young. I can imagine all the foods he wants to taste, all the things he wants to do and see, and his family's going to see him and probably trip out on the eyes that he has for the world because they're brand new. It's like if a grown man was a newborn baby. And you're going to see the awe. His family's going to see the awe in his eyes. Take as many pictures. Take as much video. Record his words. Record each other. And at some point, that'll probably be shared with the world. I'll keep this short. Everybody, please be safe. Be smart. And don't forget to tell the ones you love that you love them. And once again, congratulations to the Hoover family. And hopefully this will bring some good stuff to the city of Chicago that has been struggling for a long time. I'm out, you guys.